दरवाजा भी बंद कर दिया वैसे ही चालू. And as expected, we do not have anyone watching. Okay, I mean, what more can I do apart from wait a few minutes? I'll just upload a story on Insta saying that I am live. Okay, we have one person watching. So whoever is watching, please type in the live chat so I know who you are. Extremely thankful to you. Uh, okay. तूने क्या तूने लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑन किया? Okay. So this one person that is watching, please type in your name in the comment section so I know who you are. Really grateful to you. And I'm waiting for a couple of people more to join in so that we can start. And I've already done the most the most streamer thing ever by being around half a minute late. We have two people. Great. Okay. Okay. One of them happens to be my brother. Four people now. Great. Uh, I'm just uploading a story on Insta before so that everyone knows. तूने छोड़ा? इसके हम तो फालतू में मतलब join unjoin मत कर. छोड़ दिया मैं. हाँ. All right. So how we're gonna go about this is we start from the league, then La Liga, then Serie A, then Bundesliga, and lastly, if you guys wish to discuss, then we'll also talk about uh, the French league. All right. Ronak has joined in. Thank you so much. We have two people now. I'm waiting for a couple of people to join in more so that there's more interaction in the live chat. I've uploaded a story on Insta. I'm also going to add my channel link in the bio so that it's easier for people to join. Thiago Silva has been made official. If you did not know this already, guys. So the time shows 2 minutes 40 seconds now. We'll wait till the 4 minute mark and then I'll just start. I mean, whoever wants to watch it will have to watch it again on YouTube after the live has ended. And yeah. Link has been copied. Pasted in my bio. Done. और भाई सब बढ़िया. हाँ भाई सब बढ़िया. बस IIM की एग्जाम हो गई. एडमिशन प्रोसेस का अब सारा काम हो गया है. वो उनका एक वीडियो भी डालना था तो वो भी हो गया है. तो बस अब फ्री है. सिर्फ रिजल्ट आ जाए तो पुरानी वाली कॉलेज जो चालू है मेरी वो अटेंड नहीं करनी पड़ेगी तो अच्छा रहेगा. Okay, we've reached 4 minutes now and let's start. So we're going to discuss Premier League from the first league that we are going to discuss is the Premier League, the most happening league in the world right now. And I think even Barcelona fans, Real Madrid fans, at least in India, are super excited about the Premier League because like La Liga is not shown on TV and Premier League is easily the most competitive league. Now we'll start from last season's table. According to last season's table, Liverpool were the first team. Also, after my prediction for the team, I'd also love to know your predictions in the live chat. So I'd really appreciate if you guys could, comment what you think if my prediction is wrong, which too controversial or any of that. Chanjot says go easy on Barca. I'll try and do that because otherwise a lot of people will be ranting against me in the comment section. All right. So first off, we have Liverpool last season's title winners. Now, because you guys have joined in early, you guys get this treat, if you want to call it. I'm going to make this extremely controversial, outlandish opinion that Liverpool will struggle this season. Now, why I'm saying that is, yes, they've made two signings, one in Thiago and the left back that I can't remember, but it's basically a backup left back. The thing is, agreed. Okay, great. The thing is that the schedule is extremely cramped up. We've lost around a month already. Lots of games will be played in like 3 days, 4 days. Yeah, Shikhar Suresh is Sikimas. Yeah, thank you so much, Shikhar. So yeah, it's going to be very cramped up, and the style of football that Liverpool have, the high pressing, high intensity, high energy football that Klopp plays, I think either he has to change that for this season, or if he decides to stick with that, they might struggle a bit. I'm not saying that they're going to go out of the top four or any of that. I think a much more lower finish for them. I'm saying Liverpool will finish third in the Premier League. For the Champions League, quarter final is what I think will be an exit for Liverpool, is where Liverpool will exit. The Carabao Cup, does it really matter apart from Man City? And the FA Cup, I don't really know, but I think because, like I said, the schedule is extremely tight. I would not be surprised if Klopp decided to play the youngsters again this season in the FA Cup and they got knocked out early on. I mean, not early on, somewhere in the middle stages. Champions League, yes, a lot depends on the draw as well. If they get a favorable draw in the round of 16 and the Champions League quarter final, they might go ahead as well. But considering we all know that the heavyweights will be remaining in the quarter final, Liverpool might exit in the quarter final stage. Again, a lot also depends on whether UEFA will stick to the one leg format. There were rumors early on, a couple of weeks ago, that UEFA will not, they are interested to stick with the one leg format because it was very interesting and we saw a lot of underdogs coming through to the latter stages. So again, a lot depends on that. Now, second team we're going to talk about is Man City, and Man City alongside Man United and maybe even Chelsea have the highest squad depth, the best squad depth in the Premier League. My only concern is they've not solved two problems for them. You could be right because the form they maintained last season can be very hard to replicate. And I wouldn't say they'll win the title again, but it will be a dogfight between City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Very true, Shikhar. Thank you so much for the comment. Yeah, so we're talking about Man City. They've signed Nathan Ake. No doubt he is an improvement on John Stones and Otamendi, but we were all expecting them to sign Koulibaly and have Ake as a much more backup to Laporte and Koulibaly. They've not solved their left back problem as well. Angelino or Angelino, however you want to call him, is back on loan at RB Leipzig. Zinchenko, not sure if he is the highest level that Man City can go. And Benjamin Mendy, well, he remains injured half the season. He's like Gareth Bale at left back. Not that he's interested in golf, but I'm talking about the injury record. So those two problems haven't been solved. Yes, they've replaced Sane very well with Ferran Torres. Good signing, and it's a very smart signing that City have made. Very similar to how they signed Sane. Good young player, can play down both flanks, and for around 20 million, bro, City has like so many CVs, IDK, what they're planning to do with that. Also, Ake plays LB. Ferran Torres can be a rotation player. Yes, Ake can play at left back, but then who do you play alongside Laporte? You can't play John Stones or Otamendi or Fernandinho. Yes, he is a good player, but I think age will catch up with him sooner rather than later. So I do not think they've completely solved their issue in defense. Front line, Eric Garcia if he stays. Yes, Eric Garcia, but again he needs. I mean, it's sort of in the grey area with Eric Garcia. I would say played well in the last few games for Man City. Can he put in quality performances week in week out in the Premier League? I'm not too sure about that so far. Uh, as for the goals for Man City, Aguero, we've seen in the last couple of seasons his injury record has been, I wouldn't say bad, but it's not been really great as well. Gabriel Jesus, I personally am extremely critical of Gabriel Jesus. Aguero is god tier. Totally agreed, bro. But injuries is my concern around Aguero, Sergio Aguero. Jesus can't head the ball. He has this fear of heading the ball, is what I've read. Uh, and yeah, overall, he cannot replace the goals that Aguero used to give Man City. I think the first game that Man City played last season was West Ham in their Premier League opener. They won 5-0 or something, and Aguero already bagged a hat trick in that match. Jesus simply cannot replicate that kind of a form and performances. So Man City, if luck is on their side with injuries, yes, they can go on and win the Premier League. Champions League, I'm not too sure if they have that, leadership and mentality within them. It's sort of similar to Barcelona. Sorry, Chanjot, I'm not going to go easy on Barca. um, so yeah, that's my prediction for Man City. FA Cup, they might win it, they might not. But again, semi-finalists easy for them. And obviously the Carabao Cup, if it's going to be held this year, which I think it will be. Yeah, it's going to be held this year. United are playing Luton, is what I know. So obviously it's going to be held this year. Wouldn't be surprised if for a change Man City do not win it this season, because even Pep would want to shift his focus towards the Champions League, keep his players fit and all of that. Pep's experimenting in CL. I mean, yeah, Pep comes up with detailed game plans for every match, and sometimes they go absolutely wrong, like we saw against I think Lyon, where he went with the 3/5 at the back. Now, last season's third finish, Manchester United, my favorite team. For those who do not know this, United. I mean, we'll leave the Glazer rant for Monday after the Crystal Palace game. We'll have much more information around Jadon Sancho as well. So the Glazer rant will be on Monday. But United simply haven't done the business they had to do. Yes, they've brought Fernandes in January. Great signing. They've bought his backup. I think he will be the backup to Bruno Fernandes, Donny van de Beek. So obviously no more of Lingard and Pereira, or much lesser of Lingard and Pereira, I would say. Igalo going to leave in January. They might go for a striker at that time, but they simply do not have a good enough second squad to be able to play to be able to rotate well in the Premier League and the Champions League. Again, schedule is going to be extremely tight, and like last season, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer runs some of the players into the ground. We saw that with Pogba, we saw that with Rashford, we saw that with McTominay. McTominay in December, Rashford injury happened in January. Martial got injured as well. Pogba was rushed back from an injury because United simply did not have the creativity in midfield. So United are going to struggle this season if they do not sign Jadon Sancho, a right winger, which has been a problem for maybe forever since Ferguson left. I mean, the only actual right winger that United had, I can remember, is Angel Di Maria or Angel Di Maria, whatever you want to call him, the snake to United fans. United simply haven't had a good enough right winger or any right winger since then. We've shifted Kagawa to right wing, we've shifted Mata to the right wing, we've shifted Mkhitaryan to the right wing. Just go out there and sign a proper right winger, for God's sake. Centre back and striker is what United need, says Chanjot. I mean, throwback to the time when they won the title with Young and Valencia's wingers. Yeah, I mean, Young and Valencia were out and out wingers, and you had Sir Alex in charge. I mean, we've all seen this post on Instagram at least once, which is like United once played with 8 defenders against Arsenal, and like they won the game 2-0 or something. So yeah, Sir Alex is in the last in this sort of 2000s till now, he has been the best manager any club can have, in my opinion. Let's not go there. Prediction for United, I think they're going to struggle in the league. I'm expecting a fourth place finish behind, I mean, in no particular order. City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Most likely it's going to be that order, but we'll leave it for a later time. I mean, once we have much more clarity on transfers. uh, FA Cup, again, quarterfinal is the ceiling for me around United. And for the Champions League, quarterfinal again is what I'll say, or round of 16 if they have a very unfavorable draw, like they have some Real Madrid or Bayern Munich against them. So yeah, quarterfinal or round of 16 around United for United in the Champions League. Carabao Cup, I'm not really interested in talking about that trophy. I do not even consider it a proper trophy in the first place. So there you go with United. Chelsea, the FIFA 21 team, if you want to call it, they've signed 7 players, I think. Let's count from the start. Ziyech, Werner, uh, Ziyech. Okay, sorry. Let's start from the back. Mendy, the goalkeeper, Mendy, whatever. Sar, Thiago, that's three. Chilwell, that's four. Ziyech, that's five. Havertz, six. Werner, seven. So they've signed 7 players, and I think they are in strong contention for the Premier League this season. Champions League, Mendy isn't confirmed. I think he is not by the club officially, but when Fabrizio Romano says something, you simply have to believe it. Mendy is confirmed, says Chandot. Okay, I mean, the last couple of days, I've really not been following it very carefully. I think he has been confirmed, at least by Fabrizio Romano for sure. Yeah, Fabrizio says Chandot, right? So Chelsea, I think top three in the Premier League for sure. Champions League, I'm saying quarterfinals. FA Cup, semi-final or final, depending on the draw and the injury situation at that time. Fifth place in the Premier League was not Arsenal. Definitely, it was Leicester City. Leicester City, they're going to sign Cengiz Under as confirmed by Fabrizio Romano today. Apart from that, there's no additions in the squad. Chilwell has left, and they haven't replaced him properly, right? OP signing. Cengiz Under, I think he's talking about. So, yeah, a good addition in the squad, attacking wise for Leicester City, definitely. But there's still a void at left back that needs to be filled. So, I think that's a major concern for Leicester City. And with the signings that Everton have made, Arsenal playing good football finally after a long time, I think Leicester might drop out of the top six. They might finish seventh or eighth. Castani looks good at RB. Yes, but they've got Ricardo Pereira at right back, so I don't understand why they'd want to play him there. So yeah, Leicester City, I think they'll drop out of the top six in the Premier League. Oh yeah, Ricardo Pereira is injured. I'm sorry, I forgot that. So yeah, out of the top six for Leicester City is my prediction. They are in the Europa League, and they can definitely go into the deep end of the Europa League, quarterfinal, semi-final. I mean, again, a lot depends on the injury situation at that time, whether we have a one leg match or a 2 leg match. So yeah, quarterfinals minimum. I'm saying for Leicester City in the Europa League. The next team was I'll have to look at last season's table. I think it was Arsenal. Let's just discuss Arsenal. Let's not follow the table. I think it was Wolves maybe. Yeah, it was Wolves at sixth. Again, they are in the Europa League. They've signed this really good. I wouldn't say really good, really expensive player for around 40 million quid. uh, can't recollect his names. I'm so sorry about that. If someone could just type it in the chat box, that I'd really appreciate that. Uh, and Yeah, I mean we've all seen their Portuguese jersey today. That looks all right. Let's not talk about the kit now. Again, they qualified for the quarterfinal or the round of 16 in the Europa League. That should happen again this season. Premier League, I'm expecting Wolves to finish sixth or seventh. Another Europa League campaign next season for Wolves is my prediction. FA Cup quarterfinal should be the minimum for Wolves if they have a good enough draw. Arsenal. Now, the problem with Arsenal and Barcelona and United is that the board simply do not give them enough money. Arteta, although to all his credit, has really transformed the side very well. They defeated United in his first game. Some would say it's the bounce effect of a new manager, uh, a phrase often used on FIFA as well by the commentators. They won the FA Cup. They defeated Liverpool in the Community Shield. Arsenal look like a really good side. If they manage to add Husam Awar to their side, I wouldn't be surprised if they give United a run for their money for the fourth Champions League spot in the Premier League. FA Cup again. Whenever there's FA involved in any trophy, Arsenal really do very well. So again, they mightn't go win it this year. It's their favorite trophy. Just like United love the Premier League, just like Real Madrid love the Champions League. So yeah, it's Arsenal's favorite trophy. Wouldn't be surprised if they won it. Tottenham Hotspur next. And again, a very controversial opinion I'm going to say. Jose will be sacked at the end of this season, max. Might be sacked before that, but I have a feeling he will be sacked at the end of the season. Please let me know your opinions on this in the live chat. I'm really keen to know what you guys think of this because I am very used to making such controversial opinions. I also, a couple of days ago, I said that, not a couple of days ago, a week ago almost, I said that Barcelona would finish fourth in the La Liga. So I want to know your opinions whether or not Jose will be sacked at the end of this season. Yes, they've signed Reguilon, really good player, top left back, lots of potential definitely, and they've signed Gareth Bale today as well. Yeah, they've signed Gareth Bale again. Bale, you can't really say much about him in a physical league like the Premier League, where you're going to also have games every 3-4 days. I do not see Bale having any significant effect on the Spurs squad apart from the fact that definitely you're getting a man in the squad, but is he going to remain fit is the biggest concern. You can have Phil Jones as a defender, as a backup to Maguire and Lindelof and all of that. Only if he is fit, if he's not on the treatment table all the time. So Spurs, I think they're gonna have a mid-table finish that is like below eighth to like 12th. Okay, Shikhar has given us his predictions. He says Chelsea to win the league, City runners up, Liverpool in third, United fourth, Everton fifth, ahead of Arsenal at sixth, seventh Tottenham, eighth Wolves, ninth Leicester, and 10th Leeds. That's what I think. Okay, interesting to see that Leicester will drop behind Wolves and Everton. Leeds definitely strong team. I mean, Bielsa is a great manager. We cannot talk enough about him. Obviously, when Leeds face a big team next time, we'll talk about Bielsa too in detail. So we were talking about Leicester? No, not Wolves. Everton. Spurs, sorry, Spurs. Spurs, I'm really sorry. So Spurs, like I said, a mid-table finish is what I think Spurs are going to have. Mourinho, yes, he has some very good attacking players, but we've seen this second to third season syndrome with Mourinho, where he really starts to get negative with his football and in the press conferences. We've also seen in the web series on Amazon Prime, he's called Dele Ali fucking lazy. So wouldn't be surprised if he had some sort of a fallout with Dele Ali publicly. FA Cup predictions for Spurs, round of 16 or the quarter final is what I think. Europa League, let's wait for them to officially qualify. They had, I mean, last night or the night before yesterday, they just managed to win the match against whoever their opponents were. I can't recollect it at this moment. So yeah, I mean, wouldn't be surprised if there's some shock result again, and like Tottenham do not qualify in the first place for the Europa League. We'll talk about that later. Other teams in the Premier League worth mentioning: Everton definitely. They've totally revolutionized their midfield with the signings of Allen, Rodriguez, and Dokore. Lokomotiv Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Yes, thank you so much, Shikhar. So, I mean, with Jose, you never know what he's going to come up with in any match or an entire season in general. Yeah, Everton, great midfield. Ancelotti, top manager. I'm surprised no other club has, no other top club has gone in for him. I mean, in fact, there's no club in need of a manager. And when he signed mid-season for Everton, the only club that looked like sacking their manager was Arsenal and Barcelona. So yeah, Everton. I think Europa League spot is something I think Everton will get. I think personally, Everton will finish sixth with Arsenal in fifth. FA Cup. I'm not really interested in talking about domestic cups. We'll just discuss the league and what's going to happen in Europe. Yeah, the Champions League or the Europa League, whatever applies to the club. Leeds, definitely a club I'm excited to watch. Wolves, Leicester, Sheffield is another club worth mentioning. They were sort of in the contention for a Champions League slash Europa League spot last season, but they sort of tailed off towards the end. I think Sheffield are going to have a bad season. Definitely worse than last season. They'll have a bad season, is what I'm saying. I think Sheffield will have a bottom half finish around maybe your 12th or 13th position for Sheffield United, is what I think. So, yeah, let's move to La Liga now. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atleti will be discussed. Let's start off with Real Madrid, the defending champions of La Liga. I'll just have a sip of water quickly. Okay. Shikhar says, won't you discuss relegation spots? Okay, if you want me to do that, I'll do that willingly. I thought we'll only discuss the top clubs in Europe. I think West Brom will get relegated. Will obviously they've got Grealish to rescue them half the time, so I don't think that should be worrying them. Crystal Palace managed to win their first game, so they look like a half decent team. Might manage to stay up. Apart from that, West Ham just managed to stay up last season. So West Ham, West Brom, and it's gonna be tough to pick one. Maybe Brighton or Fulham will face the drop in the Premier League. So these three teams I am predicting will go down from the Premier League into the Championship. I repeat, West Ham, West Brom, and Brighton or Fulham is are the teams that I think will go to the championship next season. Let's talk about La Liga now. Starting off with La Liga defending champions Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid have not signed any player this season, this summer. They've only had a clear out. They've sold Hakimi, who was supposed to be back after his 2 year loan at Dortmund. Reguilon, back from loan from Sevilla, sold to Spurs. Gareth Bale, off to Spurs. Brahim Diaz, out on loan to AC Milan. Kubo wasn't there last season anyway. They've got Odegaard back, definitely a great player. Hazard, if he can keep himself fit, might be a really good player. I do not think Hazard will be the same level compared to his Chelsea days. He certainly dropped off after gaining a lot of fat. And I'm saying fat because when you gain weight, it can be muscle mass. In Hazard's case, it's totally belly fat and ass fat. Real Madrid not signed any players. Odegaard is the only addition to their squad from last season. Asensio expected to be much more fit than last season. With the turmoil that's going on at Barca and Atletico, a not so attractive side, like I said in the La Liga preview, I am predicting Real Madrid to defend their La Liga title. Champions League, they got knocked out of the round of 16 last season. I think this time it's going to be a step ahead. A quarter-final exit is what I'm predicting for Real Madrid. Now, let's talk about Barcelona. I'm not sure if Chanjot is still watching this live. Nonetheless, I'm going to deliver my message. Barcelona are going to struggle this season. The problem is lack of funds, misallocation of funds, whatever you want to call it. They were expected to sign Lautaro Martinez. Clearly not got the budget for that. Neymar would have been way out of their reach with their budget. Okay, I don't agree with the UCL exit. They're going all the way. Might happen. Okay, it's great that people are also disagreeing with me, which is exactly why we have this channel. I want to know your opinions. We can interact. That's the main motive of the channel. So Barcelona, the club is an absolute turmoil. And from what I saw on Instagram yesterday, there's like some 20,000, 25,000 signatures that have been signed demanding the resignation of Bartomeu. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen this summer. Will it happen in March when the elections are held, or April when the results are out, whatever the case is? If there is a new president right now, Madrid are vulnerable, and in CL it will be visible. 20k. 20k for what, Chanjot? I'm sorry, I don't get the reference here. Maybe I've zoned out a little bit. 20k. 20k. What could 20k possibly mean? I don't know. Please explain it in the comments. Yeah, Barcelona. So the only players, 20k signatures. Okay, yeah, right. They needed around 16,000 something, 16, 17,000. They've managed 20,000 from what I've seen yesterday. Might be more today. So if there is a new president, there could be a new manager and a new could, I mean, maybe there's like this 1% chance of this happening. Officially, meeting is going to be held and reply in 10 days. So again, much more of a turmoil is in front of Barcelona if there is a new president who decides to appoint a new manager, and that could also mean something positive for Barca in the sense that if they get the good if they get a good president who's willing to invest heavily in the squad, Messi might renew his contract for all you know. So yeah, absolute shambles is what I'd describe Barcelona's situation right now. Sudhanshu Kayakarta, hello sir. Hi Sudhanshu, hi. Finally, great to have you in the comments. Barcelona, okay, maybe fourth was a bit too harsh on them. I think third place finish for Barcelona in the La Liga. Fourth, in retrospect, when I look at it, is a bit too harsh. Third place finish definitely uh, a big possibility for Barcelona in La Liga. Champions League, but Barca is playing well, at least in friendlies. Well, yes, they are. So yeah, maybe they could finish second. I mean, like it's all about how they play on that particular day. Yes, they'll need to rotate their squad, that is for sure. When teams are going to attack Barcelona, I think that's where Barcelona are extremely vulnerable. Uh, so the signings for Barcelona, Lautaro Martinez, definitely not a possibility. Giron Alon, seriously. Uh, Wijnaldum could join the club. There's no much progress around that deal of late, if I'm not wrong. Memphis Depay. The thing is, Lions president or a very high director in the Lion board has confirmed that Barcelona right now do not have the funds for Memphis Depay. They've agreed personal terms and all of that has been done. Yeah, Wijnaldum again, 29. That's my concern. His age is a big concern for me, especially. Memphis Depay. The thing is, like I discussed with Chanjot in the Barcelona podcast, they do not need an attacker right now. What they need is a rebuild a rebuilt defense. PK and Longley are the only two fit centre backs that they have this season. Eric Garcia does not look like it's gonna happen this season. What might happen, in my opinion, is he leaves Man City on a free next season and then he joins Barca. So yeah, in the comment section, let me know your predictions for Barcelona's La Liga finish at least. Now I'll talk about their Champions League campaign, what it could be in my opinion. See if they have they definitely qualify from the group stages into the next round. Second is what Shikhar is saying. Yeah, very much possible if they play like they have been playing in their friendlies. And also a lot depends on what Atletico do in the transfer market, how and like injuries is a major deciding factor. It's not something that we can actually predict. Like if Messi gets injured for like 3, 4, 5 months with a ligament tear or something, it's over for Barcelona. Champions League again quarter final is where I think Barcelona will leave the Champions League like they have been doing like they have been doing in the last few years. Yeah. What do you think of Usman Dembele given he stays fit? And I think the last four words in your comment say it all. Given he stays fit. So I'm assuming given he stays fit, he is a really good player. He's got lots of pace, good close control, can shoot with both feet. Again, where are you going to play him? You've got Messi, you've got Ansu Fati, you've got Griezmann. Suarez still at the club is what we're assuming. This Pedri who's been signed. This Trincao who can play on either flank. If I'm not wrong, at least on the right flank is where he can play. So Dembele, does he start? Is he more of a bench option? I think he's more of a bench option, like super sub kind of a guy. So yeah, great player, but it's all about his injury record. Champions League covered Copa del Rey, Barcelona's favorite trophy. They might win it. Who cares? Apart from Barcelona and some of their salty fans. Also, tell me a good 4.5 million GK in FPL. I started with Martinez, but Arsenal tricked me. Uh, okay, so you'll find my Instagram ID in the description. Feel free to drop a message there I'll get in touch with you about the goalkeeper on FPL. Atletico Madrid, no business in the transfer market. Fabrizio Romano said that they might sign Suarez if he leaves Barcelona, but again, Felix got injured last season. McCarthy, yes, maybe a good choice. Felix got injured for a few months last season, took time to settle in. If Felix shows why Atletico spent over 120, 130 million on him, I think Atletico will finish second in La Liga. Champions League quarterfinal, quarterfinal exit for Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Uh, okay, we've covered Premier League, we've covered La Liga. Okay, let's also talk about the fourth Champions League spot from La Liga. It's between clubs like Sevilla and Sevilla. Sociedad, yes, definitely are a good team. Odegaard has returned to Real Madrid on loan, and I think that is a major negative for Sociedad. Getafe, they played well last season but dropped off eventually towards the end. Valencia, they've put up like more than half of their squad on sale, apart from Jose Gaya, yeah, the left back. So I think they're going to struggle big time. Getafe, yes, they were good last season. Can they keep up their consistency and performances with the tight schedule? Something we'll have to see. Valencia is done, exactly. So yeah, I think Sociedad and Sevilla are the only two teams that are going to be seriously fighting it out for the fourth Champions League spot in La Liga. Talking about the Bundesliga, it's the least competitive league in the world, some would say, after League One. But with Jadon Sancho still likely to leave Borussia Dortmund, I'm saying still likely because United have this really, really bad habit of dragging transfers, sucking all the joy and excitement out of a deal, and then signing a player. We saw that with all the players signed last season. Dan James, okay, we can understand his father expired around the time when he was going to sign. Okay, we'll leave you on that. Okay, yeah, Matt Ryan is a really good goalkeeper if you want to buy from Brighton. We're talking about Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund and United's transfers right now. Okay, we saw that with Harry Maguire, took around a month for that deal. Bissaka took around 45-50 days. So, like, if Jadon Sancho is going to be signed by United, it's probably going to be in October, is what I'm saying. Prediction for Bayern Schalke tonight. Damn, I forgot Bayern Schalke is tonight. I thought it was tomorrow. Really sorry on that. I think Bayern are going to win comfortably. There's no team right now across Europe that can match their levels. So I'm saying Bayern Munich going to win this comfortably. 3-0. 3-1 max, but I think they'll keep a clean sheet. So 3-0 is my prediction for the Bayern Munich Schalke game. Uh, Let me know yours, right, in the live chat. 3-0, I guess, says Chanjot. Okay. So yeah, Bayern Munich gonna win the Bundesliga again. I think I don't know what, seventh, eighth in a row. It's really tough to keep track of their not consistent, I would say, domination in Bundesliga. Again, Borussia Dortmund should finish second. Bayern Munich semi-final at least in the Champions League is what I'm saying for them. Borussia Dortmund quarterfinal in the Champions League, maybe round of 16 if they've got a bad draw. Also, a lot depends on how well they replace Jadon Sancho if he leaves. Although I would say they have a better chance of challenging for the title this season after they've signed Haaland, who will be there for the full season, unlike half season like last year. But I think even Bayern started very slow last season under their manager. It was not Flick. Flick is the current manager. Why am I really bad with names? Niko Kovac. Yes, Niko Kovac was the guy who was the Bayern Munich manager at the start of last season for them. They started really slow. So I think that it's still going to be Bayern Munich who are going to win this season, the Bundesliga. RB Leipzig, they've not replaced Timo Werner properly as of yet. They are still in talks to sign a striker as per Fabrizio Romano. I'll quickly have a check who the guy is. Patrick Schick was on loan from Roma last season at RB Leipzig. He's gone back to Roma and signed for a different club. Fabrizio Romano, Twitter, okay. Oba signs, that's alright, that's no worry. Inter expected, okay. Juventus deal. Rodrigo, okay. David Alaba, not interested. Memphis Depay, Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez. Schick has gone to Leverkusen. Right. So Schick has left by not Bayern Munich, sorry, RB Leipzig. I'm looking for the striker that was mentioned as a replacement to Timo Werner. Uh, check that. Check that. Yes, Leverkusen is an exciting team. Hee Chang Hwan. Okay, maybe from Salzburg. Very much possible. Leverkusen is also exciting. I don't think they really are. I mean, Havertz was their star man. He's left the club. Yes, they have a good team. Players like Walland, Diaby, uh, the other winger with Leon Bailey. So yeah, they have a good team. Should be the fourth team. Should finish fourth in the Bundesliga, I think. So that's Bundesliga covered. Phew. The fourth season that we're going to talk about is Serie A. Juventus. And before I talk about my predictions for Juventus, Juventus hands down have the best kids. The best kids for Juventus. All their three kids. Okay, Volland has left for Monaco. I haven't been following Leverkusen all that much, and transfers in general because like I had my exams and all of that. Juventus home kit, black, white, gold, absolute fire. Third kit, controversial. I personally really like the tiger print, and the away kit. Yes, they've kept it simple. Looks classy, definitely for me. So, judging by the performance that Juventus had in their friendlies, again, they're gonna run away with the Serie A this season. All the Atlanta players are gonna be a year older, and again, they'll have the pressure of the expectations of going by the standards that they set for them last season. So that might be a worrying concern. Inter, obviously, like we'd all expect them to be the favorites to challenge Juventus to the Scudetto. Obviously, Lautaro Martinez very likely to renew uh, his contract at Inter Milan. Diego Godin is rumored to leave the club. Icardi never at Inter last season. That's not a worry. There were rumors that there was a fallout between Antonio Conte and the board, and Antonio Conte and Skriniar. So that's one. That's something to worry about for Inter Milan. Apart from that, comfortably should finish in the top three alongside Atalanta with Juventus obviously winning the title. Like I said, Juventus they've signed Arthur. Apart from that, it's pretty much the same team. They've signed Eden Dzeko right recently, half sort of confirmed by Fabrizio Romano tonight. So I think semi-final is a level where Ronaldo can fire them too. I mean, with Juventus and Ronaldo, it's like if he takes you to the quarterfinal, after that, looking at his record, he can fully take you go on and win the Champions League all by himself. He can do that if there is enough support from the players around him, like Dybala, Arthur right now, Ramsey, and Eden Dzeko. The other winger, be it Bernardeschi, be it Douglas Costa. That is very much possible. But I think reasonably, rationally, quarterfinal or semi-final is what I'm predicting for Juventus. Inter Milan, all Juve goals in knockout, past 2 seasons, Ronaldo. Yes, uh, there were 2 goals against Lyon, and I think a goal against Ajax, and before that, 3 goals against Atletico. So yeah, the two dependent on Ronaldo is my problem. Dybala and all the players around Ronaldo need to step it up a little bit. Inter Milan quarterfinal or round of 16 in the Champions League is my prediction. Atalanta quarterfinal or round of 16 again. So yeah, those were my predictions for Serie A, for the Serie A teams. Napoli are gonna struggle definitely is what I'm saying. T.S. Mertens a year older. All the players are a year, especially their older players. Koulibaly mentally will be unsettled. He still only got 1 year left on his contract. Wanting to leave Napoli and join Man City. Negotiations with his agent are still on. He's going to be unsettled a couple of months if his contract does not get renewed. And like they had a really poor season last year. I think it's going to be bit of a repeat for them this season too. Roma, and they've also sold Milik. Who will they be able to replace him very well? I am not too sure personally. And the real winners in the Dzeko and Milik merry-go-round are Juventus, maybe, and Roma, who've got their money's worth for Dzeko and got Milik in return. So Napoli clearly the losers in that transfer domino, if you want to call it. Other Italian clubs, Roma not gonna have Chris Smalling this season, mostly. Uh, so yeah, that is where Chris Smalling, not Chris Smalling, sorry, Small Dini, guys. They're gonna miss him bad this season, is what I think. And I don't really follow the Serie A enough to be commenting on the Champions League spot and the Europa League spot there. All right, last and final, PSG. Do we really care about the French league? Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. So I'm just gonna give my predictions for PSG and the 3 Champions League spots in or from the Uber Eats League One. PSG, they've signed Icardi. They've made a couple of good transfers. Obviously, they're gonna run away with the league. That's no talking point. Finalists last season in the Champions League, and okay, Icardi did not play in any of the knockout stages after the resumption of Champions League. That is one big concern for me. If you have such a good player, why not play him? I mean, you've played Choupo-Moting instead of him. Why? In the final, at least bring Icardi on, for God's sake, man. Come on. And the last, okay, no, the last, sorry. So, Champions League predictions for PSG. I think they're gonna finish. Not gonna finish. They're gonna get knocked out in the quarterfinal or semi-final. Again, a lot depends on whether Neymar decides to attend his sister's birthday in February or not. So yeah, I'll leave it there for PSG. Quarterfinal or semi-final exit for PSG is what I'm predicting again. The other 2 spots, Lille, Lyon, and Rennes. So Rennes have done well. They've kept Kamavinga, although he still has only 2 years left on his contract. Definitely, we're gonna get to see more of him. They sold who's in final for you? The Champions League final you're talking about? I think it's way too early to predict about it. Marcel Nice. Nice, yes. Okay, yes. Marcel, I've not mentioned. Sorry. Nice. I'm sorry. I don't know enough about Nice and the French league in general to say much about them. But I'll just have a look at the League One table to see how they've been doing this season and the couple of games that they've played. That should give me a fairly rough idea. League One, Uber Eats. Okay, 3 games played so far, and Nice are seventh. Marcel, are you saying nice or Nice? Just confirm it. Whether you're talking about the club or the adjective. So I think apart from PSG, we're gonna have Monaco and uh, maybe club. Okay, we're gonna have Monaco and Marseille in the other two Champions League spots. Is what I'm predicting. By the way, with Napoli, I forgot to mention this. They signed Victor Osimhen from Lille, so they really have a good striker at their hands as well. I'm really sorry I forgot to mention that. Osimhen definitely a good striker, much needed young energy in their front line. So yeah, League One top three: PSG first, Monaco second again, and I'm predicting Marseille to finish third in League One. All right, it was great interacting with Shikhar, Suresh, and Chanjot in the live chat. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this, for attending this live stream. Let me know if we should be okay. Since we are live, let's also discuss about the Premier League fixtures for the upcoming weekend. Everton West Brom. Everton should be thrashing West Brom literally. Leeds and Fulham both promoted clubs. I think Leeds are gonna win this one. United Crystal Palace tomorrow 10 p.m. If United do not win this at Old Trafford, I swear I'm gonna rant real bad about the Glazers, about Ed Woodward, about Ollie's tactics, and so much more. Even the players, if they are shit on Saturday night. Sunday, okay, late Saturday night, we've got Arsenal West Ham. Arsenal should be winning this at home. Sunday 4:30 p.m. Southampton Tottenham. Nice finished fifth last season. Yeah, fifth is a good rank. But then again, I think League One only has like 18 teams. So fifth really isn't that good considering the league is a bit of a mess. And some people would still call it a Farmers League, which I sort of agree to. Newcastle Brighton, Newcastle should win this. Southampton Tottenham, I think a draw. Chelsea Liverpool Sunday night 9 p.m. Preview for this will be out tomorrow. Uh, a 2-all draw between Chelsea and Liverpool. Leicester City versus Burnley. Leicester should win this by a couple of goals. Villa United, a 1-all draw. Wolves versus Man City on Monday night. I think Man City are gonna win this. No, okay, it's at the Molineux. So Wolves might manage to salvage a draw, in my opinion. So I'm saying a 1-all draw for the match between Wolves and Man City. Apart from that, I don't think there's any other interesting games to be played. Sociedad versus Real Madrid. Okay, we have La Liga. Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid at the Sociedad home stadium. I think it's the Anoeta Stadium. It's on Sunday night. The match is on Sunday night. I think Real Madrid will win this Monday night. Okay, yeah, that's all. Atletico Madrid aren't playing. Bundesliga, we've discussed Bayern Munich versus Schalke. Dortmund versus Gladbach, another very interesting game. Tomorrow, 10 p.m. Dortmund should be winning this, if you had to ask me. I'd say 2-1. Dortmund should win this. Leipzig Mainz. Leipzig should win this 2-0, maybe 1-0. Wolfsburg versus Leverkusen. Leverkusen to win 1-0 away from home. Any interesting Serie A matches? No. Okay, we've got Lazio versus Atalanta. 1-1 draw, I think. Maybe Atlanta might win this. No, okay. 2-2 draw. I'll go with a 2-2 draw for Lazio versus Atlanta. Juventus Sampdoria. Juventus should win comfortably. Uh, Benevento versus Inter. Again, Inter should be dominating and like winning by 3 goals at least, maybe. So yeah, that's all I had to talk from this live stream. I hope you guys really enjoyed. It was a bit tiring. I wanted to do it at 9. There was some urgent work that I had to, do. So that's why we kept it at 9:30. Obviously, most other live streams will be at 9:30 maybe. So on 9, I'll like update you on Instagram. You'll find my ID in the description. Go give me a follow there. And yeah, I really enjoyed it interacting with Shikhar and Chanjot, two football nerds. Leave a like on this video and तब तक के लिए आओ जो. Thank you so much.